Have you ever been out in public with your family, with kids too, and someone just whips out a cigarette and just starts smoking right there in front of you? How does that make you feel? It makes me feel mad because all that toxic smoke is hurting them kids. Smoking in public is bad for everyone. People every day are faced with secondhand smoke. You can be walking on the street by the mall and someone could just be smoking right there. I know sometimes I walk by people and they are coughing up the lung because of someone smoking right in front of them. I know I've done it before, walking out of a restaurant. Have you ever been out with someone who was smoking right in front of you, like a friend or someone? I haven't ever been, but I know it would be really gross. Smoking has been banned in some places, but not everywhere, and that's what needs to happen, is smoking needs to be banned in public everywhere. First, my first point, it causes others to breathe in secondhand smoke. My second point, causes harmful physical effects to non-smokers. My third point, it causes everyone to inhale those awful, harmful chemicals that are in the air when you smoke. My first main point, it causes others to breathe secondhand smoke. An article, Smoking and Tobacco Use by Centers for Disease Control, states that it causes others to breathe smoke in. The health effects are in children, adults, and babies. Yes, I said babies and kids. It's awful to think that someone would want to hurt someone. Children can get ear infections, asthma, breathing problems, or they can even have a death. Adults, they have heart problems, stroke, heart diseases, and death. For babies, they can get IDS, which is infant death syndrome. Infant death syndrome is horrible. It's almost like when a baby gets SIDS in a crib, because either way, they pass away. The health department states they do have the authority to enforce the law of banning smoking in public, but they haven't done it yet. It has been banned in some places, but not everywhere. That's what they need to work on, is banning smoking everywhere. It affects your arteries, so like your heart gets affected when someone smokes. The banned places should be restaurants, malls, stores, medical offices, schools, parks, and really just any public place you go with a family or with anyone. My second main point is it causes harmful effects to non-smokers. American Lung Association has an article called Smoking on their website. It states, lung cancer causes 393,000 deaths a year. That's a lot of deaths. That is too many to count. Think of how many lives we could save without smoking in public. A lot. Any disease can happen from those toxic chemicals going up in the air when you're smoking. That smoke in the air has so many chemicals that can kill someone, or just get them sick to become killed. Most people who get diagnosed with all these diseases don't even smoke. How unfair is that? Innocent bystanders, just standing there, waiting for a car or something, get secondhand smoke from someone who's smoking. The person who's smoking might not get it, but they do. That's not fair at all. Smoking kills someone every 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 seconds. Someone just died because someone was smoking in public, or smoking at all. The sicknesses it can cause are coughs, shortness of breath, colds, the flu. Really anything can be caused by smoking. It might not sound like these sicknesses are bad, like I get a cold in the winter all the time, but with smoking, those toxic chemicals can make it become worse and can make you go on your deathbed. It can cause death. My third point, it causes everyone to inhale harmful chemicals. Centers for Disease Control again states 7,000 chemicals are in a cigarette. So those cigarettes that everyone smokes, 7,000 chemicals, toxic chemicals. 69 of those can give you cancer instantly. Smoke on cancer. Hundreds can lead to death. You can die just by someone smoking right in front of you. How sad is that? The deadly chemicals end up staying in the air. So even if smoking happens to get banned everywhere, those chemicals that were there before will be there until someone cleans them out or they disappear on their own. American Cancer Society states it can give you an odor. I know when people smoke around me, it stinks. I don't like the smell of smoke at all. One time I was walking out of a restaurant with my parents and someone was standing there smoking, I started coughing, almost hacked up a lung, it felt like, because of how bad I was coughing. I don't like the smell at all. From the particles that sit for months on end, they turn into like a dust pile. So think of when you sweep in your home. That could be chemicals right there. Or at a restaurant, how they sweep. That could be giving them chemicals as they're sweeping. The particles are actually called third-hand smoke, which is really bad for you. Most third-hand smoke doesn't happen in adults, it happens in kids and babies because they are closer to the ground. Because they're closer to the ground, they can pick up all that like dust or chemicals, or just be on the ground, lower to the ground, closer to all the toxic chemicals that are in the air. People are faced with secondhand smoke every single day of their lives. It's not fair to the people who don't smoke. I choose to not smoke. My family chooses to not smoke, but we still, when we're in public, we still find people smoking right in front of us, causing us to potentially get secondhand smoke. It does awful things to your arteries, your lungs, and your heart. You need your heart to survive. You need all those. You need arteries to survive. You need everything to survive. Secondhand smoke is just not a good thing. Another thing it does is it puts all those 7,000 toxic chemicals in the air when they smoke. So even if they're outside, those chemicals can still stay in the air. It's time to protect our innocent bystanders. I'm one of them. Think of your health. Do you want to live a long time? I know I do. When you smoke, you're risking your life to be way shorter than it should be. It causes others to breathe secondhand smoke, everyone to inhale harmful chemicals. It even has physical effects to non-smokers. Smoking is bad for everyone, and it should be banned in public.